What is up, y'all? It is me, Envy Jumper. Just bringing in a quick, really quick video on the update. The update came out today, and there's a lot of people in the clan that really, I guess they weren't tracking the updates. I was putting some of it in our line chat, but I kind of stopped about halfway through after the first 3 updates that explained the new shield and everything like that. But I just put them in there. I didn't really explain it to everybody, so I just wanted to kind of go over this whole new thing of how it's going to work. The first one I want to talk about is the shield, because my shield is actually kind of running out, so it's a perfect time for it. So if you notice my attacks, well, it says I have to train some troops, so unfortunately I can't do that. Let me train a barb real quick. Here, let me get out of these. Barb, build that, and then I needed 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 1. That's for war. So if I go to attack, you'll notice down here at the bottom it says 5 hours. Attack costs 5 hours. I've attacked twice under my current shield. I got a 12-hour shield when I woke up. I attacked once at 3 hours, once at 4 hours. So I was able to attack twice. It's really cool. I love how it does that. Man, I can't get this. Okay, I'm going to have to drag this down a little bit. Okay, so I love how you can do that. You can attack through a shield. I was able to attack 2 times this shield, get a ton of loot, ton of trophies without having to worry about being attacked myself. Now, you really need to bring your town hall inside. I'll talk about that here in a second after the shield, but I'll get into it. So first off, for the shield, you can now attack through it. It just costs you hours of shield. Now, after the shield runs out, which you'll see here in about 30 seconds, you're going to get what's called a village guard for anything under Titan 1. So pretty much all of us, it's going to be 15 minutes. What that basically does is after your shield runs out, it gives you a chance to sign in, you know, maybe build a defense, make sure you're good to go before your defense, before that actually, you know, so you're ready after your shield runs out to attack. Also, if you get the notification, hey, my shield ran out, it gives you a couple minutes to get on there, maybe attack one last time, things like that. So in a couple seconds, you're going to see it's going to rotate to a village guard. Now, the cool thing about the village guard is you can attack through it all you want to, and it will not go away. So there's the guard. It switched to the guard. Now I've got 15 minutes under guard. I can sign out. I can close the program. I cannot be attacked for those 15 minutes. However, I can attack through it all I want to, and it will not go away. Okay, now I haven't seen this. Okay, so down at the bottom, it doesn't have an attack cost. Again, it won't cost anything. So it's really cool. It gives you a couple extra minutes to build your army up. Also, things that will give you that, I don't entirely remember all of them, but I believe a weak attack of less than 30%, which means one that does not give you a shield, will give you a 15-minute guard. What that allows you to do is say you get attacked, they don't get the 30%, so they don't give you a shield. Rather than now all of your clan castle is empty, your traps are all used, somebody else can come in and immediately attack you again. Well, now it gives you 15 minutes of guard, so you can go back in there, reset your traps, maybe ask for more clan castle truce, so it gives you a chance to rebuild your defense before you are forced to defend again after that 15 minutes is up. So really cool guard feature. All right, so now the town hall. All right, if you notice, also the cost for expos has been reduced, costs for traps has been reduced also. But if you notice in the town hall, the storage capacity has gone way up. So you want to bring it inside. You do not get a shield anymore for your town hall being destroyed. And it gives you a huge loot. It's a huge amount of loot. Now, I'm actually going to watch an attack that I just conducted. And the guy has not moved his town hall inside yet. So if you watch the loot, great raid. Look at the available loot, though. 200,000, 420, and all that. But notice, as I'm beating up the town hall, I'm getting no loot. It's all or nothing with the town hall. You have to completely destroy it, or you get no loot from it whatsoever. Now, the other thing, lightning bolts and earthquakes will still damage clan castles and town halls. Even though you get loot, they will still damage it. Also, goblins will now target those. So they will go in there and double damage. Notice it was destroyed. Bam! Look at that huge loot I just got from just the town hall itself. So I'll speed through the attack here, but you can notice the loot has gone way up as far as if you're attacking your own town hall level. Oh, awesome. My run tomorrow is canceled. So if you're attacking your own town hall level, the loot bonus goes way up. So I'm getting a lot more loot than I would have. I got 31 trophies out of this attack. The trophies that you gain have gone up. Trophies that you lose have gone down. So attacking is much better, but you have to be active in attack maybe once, maybe twice through each shield, or else the shield being forced to defend now, you can't hide behind those town halls. So every time you get attacked and get a shield, you're going to lose some loot. So you got to stay ahead of that and attack once or twice through each shield. to get it. Otherwise, you're probably maybe going to break even, maybe even lose a little bit. So it does force you to kind of be a little bit active. I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of texts through this because that's great news for us that we don't have to do that run tomorrow. I think it was tomorrow anyway. Also, huge thing, if you notice, the map is huge. I haven't rearranged my map yet to adjust everything to the outside. All of the, if you notice right here, anything that was touching grass got automatically moved back into the grass. The grass itself up here on the outside expanded by 1 tile. Now, these two were not touching the grass, so they stayed in place where they were. So any of your things down here also, all of the ones on the outside moved, but this one right here, that did not move because it was not touching the grass. It used to be right up against it, but now it's been pushed back, or it stayed where it was. So it kind of ruined my little graveyard out there. Collect all these. So let's go into the settings. We'll check some of the other notes. So I can talk about those real quick. Town Hall 11, none of us are even close to it. I'm not going to worry about that. Same thing with the Grand Warden. If you want to watch videos, they're all over YouTube. The new defense, the Eagle Artillery, videos all over YouTube. Spells. You can donate spells. And if you noticed in that attack, I had a second, we'll actually go back in here and watch it again. I had a second haste. Now the donated spell, the donated Clan Castle troops still work the same. You have to drop those individually, as you can see down here in the bottom. It still has the Clan Castle shield, but if you notice the spell at the end, I've got a second haste spell. You can drop that individually however you want to drop that. So, and if you notice, one of them is a level 3. Mine is the individual level 2 one, and then I had one donated to me that bumped up to level 3 because of our clan perks for being a level 5 clan, or being at least a level 5 clan. So I'm able to drop that individually. Really cool feature. So now you can actually, as Town Hall 9, and this is suspected that this might be overpowered. I'm actually going to try it this war, though. You can do a double Zap Zap Quake, take out 2 air defenses. So I'm actually going to try it in my war matchup. I'm going to try a double Zap Zap Quake, 4 lightnings, 1 of my own quakes, and 1 donated quake, and take out 2 air defenses. And then I'm just going to mass dragon it with only one strong, and the base actually has a weak air defense left. And I'm going to try to just overwhelm it. So we'll see how it goes. It might be overpowered at Town Hall 9. It might be the new strategy to try, especially if they have an exposed air defense. So we'll back out of this. What are they talking about? Cool. I'm going to let him know. Doing a video on the update highlights and such. I don't like how they took away my bar for my swiping here. If you notice at the top when I swipe, it doesn't have the, okay, it's close to this word, but they took that away. I don't like that, but it just makes me be more precise. So anyway, back to the updates. So come into the news again. Spells, shields. I talked about the shields a little bit. Again, your Town Hall Destruction does not grant you a shield. If you noticed in that attack video, though, I did get the star. I get the star and the loot. However, loot bonuses, that's talked about here somewhere. Looting and trophies. The loot bonus, they're bigger, but they are scaled to your destruction percentage. You don't, as soon as you get a star, you still get your loot, or your loot percentage, but it's scaled. A 50% destruction gives you 80% of the loot bonus. You get 100% of it at 70%, and it's scaled from there. I'm not sure the exact bell curve of how it scales, but if I were to have quit after just destroying that town hall, I would not have gotten a very large loot bonus. It would have been tiny. So I would have gotten the loot that was inside of the town hall, but not a huge bonus. But I would have gotten the win. I would have gotten, the third of the trophies. But now even sniping town halls does not give you all that much loot. You're only stealing what they have in there, plus a small percentage of the loot bonus. So it kind of balances some stuff. But the loot bonuses have gone way up. They do scale. So you need to destroy at least 70% of the base to get the 100% loot bonus. Mine went up 15,000 golden elixir and 40 dark elixir per loot bonus. So not a huge jump, but pretty significant. So, so again, shields. Town Hall Destruction doesn't grant you a shield, but it does give the star. You can attack while shielded. It just takes away the hours like I talked about earlier. And then getting your shields. The only way to get shields now is 30% destruction, 60% destruction, and then 90% destruction still gives you the 16-hour shield. So at 30%, you get a 12-hour, 60%, you get a 14-hour, and at 90%, you get a 16-hour shield. But they have to deploy at least 50% of the army available. So if they have 220 army spaces, they have to deploy 110 army spaces. Not what they have built or what they bring into the attack, but what their max is. They have to use 50% of that or you get no shield whatsoever. So if they destroy you, if you're really weak and they destroy you without using 50%, do not get a shield. You'll still probably get the 15-minute guard, but you won't get a shield for it. Guard, talked about the guard. The cool thing with the guard, though, is if anybody wants to do raiding sessions, they want to boost their barracks. First off, as it talks about down here, I believe it talks about it, right here in the middle of gameplay balancing, army boosts have been reduced to 5 gems for 1 hour. So they just cut everything in half. Instead of 10 gems for 2 hours, it's now 5 for 1, so it's a little bit more customizable. But with the guard, for 10 gems, every 23 hours, it has a 23-hour cooldown. For 10 gems, you can buy 2 hours of guard. So if you want to do a raiding session, or a boosting session as they call it, you can buy for 10 gems, buy that guard, and then boost all your barracks and spell factories and stuff. And then you can have that guard and you can attack through it all you want to. You cannot be attacked for those 2 hours, but you can attack all you want and you cannot be attacked back. So it's really cool for raiding sessions. If you're watching a movie and it accidentally disconnects, you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to sit there and keep moving your screen if you're building a stronger army. So it makes stronger raiding armies a little bit more viable, I think, because you don't have to sit there and wait on your phone, the 10 minutes that it takes for that army to build. You can do more things than Barch, and you can still attack and attack and attack without worried about getting attacked back. Let's see, what else? Loot, again. More trophies when you win, less trophies when you lose. League bonuses are bigger, but they scale as I talked about earlier. Town halls now have loot. All right, gameplay. Battle time, now you've got 3.5 minutes. If you notice that attack, it started out with 3.5 minutes. Goblins can now target town halls and clan castles because they are loot holders. Again, lightnings and earthquakes will damage those, though, unlike storages. The rearm costs for traps and X-bows have been reduced. Healers. I believe it's 4 to 7 slightly reduces the effectiveness of a healer on 1 unit, and then 8 and above significantly reduces the amount of heal for it. So the Super Queen kind of took a nerf. Queen walks, though, they only use about 4 of them, are still effective, but it really kind of hurt that Super Queen where they just 8 healers on a Queen. It's not quite as invincible now. I think they probably did that to balance because you have the extra time, the extra 30 seconds. That, those Super Queens could almost take out an entire base now. Town Hall 10, so our few Town Hall 10s, if you are searching for things, your nexting is cheaper. Clan War prep day to 23 hours, so now how we had that gradual pushback, we should be able to avoid that. So as soon as the war ends, it'll be an hour earlier than we started it, basically 2 days ago. So now we can search again, and should be able to keep our war start times relatively the same. And what else? Troop combat and pathfinding AI has been polished up and tightened. I have to see the effects of that yet. Available loot percentage for Town Hall 6 through 10 has been slightly increased. So loot, you get a lot more loot. I love that. And villages 1 Town Hall lower are now worth less loot. So those Town Hall 10s coming down, beating up Town Hall 9s and such, they're going to get less loot, less enticing. So I love that, especially with the new shielding things. I was worried, about getting beat up about higher guys. Map is bigger. That's the bottom one. Balancing. 2 new achievements. Kill the artillery. Donate spells. I like the new troop spell donation interface. I love that. You can see what's already been donated without having to go visit their village. So it's great to see that. Troops in the barracks can now be queued in sequence, similar to Spell Factory. I love that. So you can build your army and say you do in a certain order. You do wizards, then giants, and wall breakers, and archers like I do. But then you want to get it started for the next round. I can queue in a couple more wizards, and then as soon as my army is done in full, it'll start that dwell time on those wizards, and it doesn't group them now. So I can do it in a queue order. I love that. Let me demonstrate that a little bit. So I've got these guys building wizards, whatever. Now say I want to do a couple more at the end. I want to do more wizards. I tap the wizard and see how he appears at the end now instead of adding into that first group. Then I want to do a giant, now some more wizards. Then a goblin, some more wizards. So I love how you can do the queue now and you can customize the order you want it to build in. Great new addition feature there. I absolutely love that one as well. Come back in here to setting or news. Clan War button now animates, as you can see on the left. So if somebody attacks and say there's a live attack, you don't actually have to be in the war screen to catch that now. You'll see it on the outside, so you can jump into the war, then find the live attack. So that's great. active shield and guard. If I don't want it, say I want to get a shield, I can dismiss this, all right, without the guard of the players be attacking me. So if I want to be able to get a shield, bam, now I have no guard anymore. I can dismiss my shield without having to go and attack and waste the troop or whatever. I can just dismiss it, and now I can be attacked. I can get that shield back. So you can kind of cut the time short. Good addition there. I can be offline a bit longer before I'm made vulnerable to attack. I'm assuming what that means is if I accidentally sign off, it gives you a couple seconds to sign back in, probably for disconnects. Gives you a little bit of a buffer to get back in there without being attacked. So I like that feature. The next two apply to way up high. If it searches more than 10 seconds, and it doesn't find anything, or if it does find anything, it'll give you a notice, so you're not sitting there. You can kind of put your phone down and search. I guess the higher levels like Titan League, sometimes it takes several minutes to either find or not find one. Personal break online time limit reduced to 3 hours. It used to be 6. Now after 3 hours activity, it forces you to it kicks you off for 6 minutes. So that gives people the opportunity to attack you for 6 minutes. And then there's videos about what happens if nobody attacks you within the 6 minutes and all that stuff. So, and now personal break limit, instead of resetting like it used to do, now it just, in some cases, maintenance breaks, other random things, it'll just extend it. And your multiplayer matchmaking is less likely to offer opponents under your town hall level. So it also reduces the chances of people beating you up and reduces the chances of you picking on those lower guys and getting those lower things. So you got to attack your own, you got to beef up your attacks and attack your own people. And that's below Champion League. At Champion League and above, because trophies are so much harder to find, there's less bases, they allow you to attack basically whoever up there. So I like that. People are less likely to find me and beat me up when they're Town Hall 10 and 11. So a lot of really good improvements. Really excited so far. Didn't really give much to the war community as far as Town Hall 9 goes, which is unfortunate. I actually think it probably made Town Hall 9 a little bit easier. We got access to the free spell, but only at level 1. You cannot upgrade it. You can see my research facility is completely maxed. And it says in some places, for example, the Witch. Witch is now max level 3. I forgot to go through that. So Witch max is now level 3. You can't get it until Town Hall 11 when you have the level 9 laboratory. However, all of our Town Hall 9s that have those max witches, when we donate them now, they are now max. They are level 3 witches. Super exciting. Gives them 2 extra skeletons max total. They can now have a max of 10 instead of 8, so that's really exciting. Minions also have a level 7 now as well, available at Town Hall 11. Those were the only hero or troop level updates. Wizard Towers now have a level 9 available at Town Hall 11. And that was pretty much it. You get some extra defenses. You get a 4th X-Bow, another cannon, a 5th Wizard Tower, and another Archer Tower at Town Hall 11. So a lot of really cool improvements. Sorry it's a long video, but I wanted to kind of go through the highlights of what applies to actually us as a clan, because it's a little bit different. I mean, a lot of this was featured toward trophy pushers and Town Hall 11 and higher, stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of feature what actually affects us. So yeah, really cool update. Really excited about it. Biggest thing, get those damn town halls inside or people are going to be taking you away. So get them inside. Get used to that new shield system. I like it so far. Really cool. I think it's going to really help out my looting. As long as you can attack every few hours, I think it's really going to help out. So I'm pretty excited about it. At first, I was a little bit wary because I was losing that instant shield from the town hall snipe. But I think the balance is going to pay off, and attacking is now better. You can attack more times. So really cool. Really excited about this update. Absolutely looking forward to it. And I'm going to build a wall real quick. I got some extra elixir. So bam, build that wall. Getting started in those level 9 Lego walls. All right. So yeah, that'll wrap it up for this time. And until next time, this is Envy Jumper. Stay sandy. Out.